Alright, good morning. So here's the deal with this morning. Hunting by myself, family farm that I've hunted turkeys quite a bit, so I have a pretty good idea where I'm going. Here plenty early, so I got a lot of gear, a lot of junk, and I am just going to set up in this bottom field across the field from where they roost. I'm going to put out the tom decoy and just kind of sit and wait. We do have a pretty big weather system moving in. Not necessarily great for turkeys. It's supposed to be pretty cold, so I don't know what to expect, but that's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to get all my stuff kind of wrangled up and get set up. Well, the birds are right where I want them to be. There's still a little bit of ways before they're going to pitch out. I hit the call a couple times real light, and they didn't respond at all. So I'm just right there, right there. So I'm just gonna ease off, hope they hit the field, and hope the decoy does its job. those birds pitch right down in the corner, and I've seen them do that I don't know how many times. And they usually will work to this side of the field, so that's kind of where I set up and was just waiting. But man, it worked like a charm. They were a little tentative when they came out, and I just tried to fire them up just a little bit with hitting the slate, and that seemed to work. They kind of started strutting a little bit more. There was one that seemed a little bit more dominant than the other. This second bird's coming right back. He don't know what to do without his buddy. Kind of makes me feel bad now. But yeah, they worked right in, and I kind of just like to see what they do to the decoy. And he was getting on top of it and stuff, so pretty cool to see that. I'm gonna go check him out. Well, like I said, that was a kind of a textbook hunt, and so many times in turkey hunting, if you know where they want to be, that's kind of helpful. So I didn't have to do much calling this morning. I've seen birds work these fields. This is a family farm that I've hunted for a long time. First turkey I ever killed was on this farm, so it always helps when you know what the turkeys are going to do. And I try to get here early, and that's what I did. And there's a nice little bluff back behind us, and that's where those two birds were roosted and gobbling. And I could almost kind of tell one was more of a dominant bird. I could hear him gobbling a little bit more. And when I called this morning, they didn't cut me off, or they didn't really respond, so I just kind of left it alone. I thought, well, they'll probably come to this field at some point, and I didn't do much calling, just a little bit. I tried one or two more times just to answer them, but again, they didn't really respond. And they pitched right down here in this corner of the field, and they were a little tentative, but too many times I have seen it when there's two birds, boy, they come after a decoy. One bird sometimes will hang up, you know, unless he's an aggressive type bird, but usually when there's two, they talk themselves into it. And I fired them up just a little bit to kind of let them know I was over here. They saw the decoy right away, but you know, they kind of halfway across the field, they kind of started coming, and you saw that. I've been using these kind of a more realistic type decoy, which it kind of looks like homemade soap, but this year I actually halfway tried to mount one. Obviously it doesn't look very good, but I just like the look of the feathers. I've just had way more success with this type of decoy than, you know, just the plastic ones. So, and I like the show. I like to see them come and work the decoys. That's kind of the fun for me. If I can get the show, I'm pretty happy. So he did take a toll on the decoy this morning, knocked the head off, knocked the tail off, so I'll have to do a little repair. But this old thing's taking a beating already, just a couple weeks into the season. So, but yeah, that's second season McCoopin. Pretty fun little hunt.